your hot spot, mine is. Can I try your hot spot? Mine's not doing that. Got one ball.
2-minute warning, teams. 2-minute warning.
Hello. Just over a minute left in our intermission today. While we are waiting for the game to get back underway, we would just like to take a moment to thank a couple of our sponsors again. Tonight we are sponsored by AAA and 187 Killer Pads, the exclusive protective gear sponsor for Atlanta Roller Derby. You can be confident that no matter what spills you take, we're here to help you get right back up. So go ahead, push harder, go faster, fly higher. And know that whatever you ride, AAA has you protected from head to toe.
Calling all cans, calling all cans. If you have a empty beverage receptacle container, you can bring it down for our beautiful, ever-growing pyramid.
Please contribute to the pyramid. It'll be worth it in the end. You'll see some of our MVPs crash into it. It's a good time. Beer gets everywhere. What's not to love? Yes, please be like my co-announcer, Pete's. Pete's is adding to the pyramid. Be like Pete's. Thank you, Pete's. All right, and it looks like intermission is officially over. Everyone is lining up on the track. The Glamma Rays will be starting out on a power jam with Peace Corps jamming and the murderous Mrs. Maisel jamming for the toxic shots in the box. If you notice, the Merchant of Menace is pivoting for the toxic shots once again this jam. That'll give the murderous Mrs. Maisel a strong jammer to pass the star to if she's feeling winded once she's out of the box. And jam one of the second half is on.
Some nice offensive help from the Glamma Rays helps Peace Corps get the lead jammer status. But murderous Mrs. Maisel has been sprung from the penalty box and is also on the track.
Oh, that was some fancy footwork from the murderous Mrs. Maisel on the line as she pushes ahead past R2.2 and makes it out of her initial pass. However, Peace Corps did call it off.
Ooh, and 4 points are picked up for the Glamma Rays, bringing them over the century mark as well. We have a 3-point difference, y'all.
3 points!
This is a very tight game going into this second half.
That's crazy. Anything can happen. It's basically like they're starting out at 0-0 again. All right, and now the monstrous nightmare is jamming against Knuck and Fuds. We have a lot of skaters whose names start with M jamming tonight.
Fuds is skating with a fury of speed coming up on the monstrous nightmare.
And we've got some blockers scuffling in the pack.
I see some fingers raised by our officials. And we have a tie game!
All right. Oh, yeah. And, I mean, watching how many points some of these jammers are able to rack up in one jam, I mean, it really is anyone's game still. And Peace Corps takes the lead, but Boba Threat is putting up a fight, trying to keep her from fully exiting the pack. And that was a quick offense to defense switch by Boba Threat, trying to play some offense for Mac Attack. However, we're in a little bit of a scrum situation now. And we have a successful start pass for the Toxic Shocks. Tongue-in-cheeks is out of the jammer for the Toxic Shocks. Meanwhile, Peace Corps is making it around, trying to score some more points, and calls it off before Cheeks can re-enter the pack and score anymore, bringing the Glamma Rays into the lead again.
Lead change. But it is still incredibly close going into the fourth jam of our second half. With only, I believe, an 8-point difference between the two teams.
Now we've got Crash Bandicoot for the Glamma Rays jamming against Jork the Dork. And Jork is getting run back by Sarabella. Taking a couple of spills along the way. We have both jammers fighting to get through right now, though. And both are pushing up around turn one. And Jork the Dork takes the lead as Crash Bandicoot is run back by Tongue-in-cheeks. And Jork is coming around for her first scoring pass and just slides right through on the inside line, scoring more points for the Shocks. Catching up to the Rays.
Nice wall by the Rays at the back of the pack to slow Jork the Dork down, while Crash Bandicoot fights their way on their scoring pass, or on their starting pass.
And it looks like Jork the Dork has caught the Shocks up with the Rays again. We are at 113 to 113 at a tie once again as Crash Bandicoot makes it out of the pack. And the jam is called, putting the Toxic Shocks in the lead again, but only by 3 points.
Ooh, this is going to be one of those games. Back and forth, back and forth. I can just feel it.
Oh yeah, possibly for 25 minutes if these teams are spicy. All right, while we're waiting for this jam to start, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, Headword, a creative agency saving great ideas from boring realities. Headword helps brands figure out who they are and connects them to their audience using a strategic, pain-free process. A 360 service agency, Headword excels at branding, marketing campaigns, key art design, experiential, social, and so much more. Whether you're big or small, Headword can handle whatever is thrown our way. Visit headword.com to see how they can help your business. And Merchant of Menace is back with a vengeance, putting the Toxic Shocks into an 11-point lead over the Glamma Rays as R2 Death 2 takes the star and he becomes jammer for the Rays.
12 points picked up for the Toxic Shocks, bringing them to 128 to the Glamma Rays 113. And the penalty box is completely empty going into this next jam, meaning both teams will have 4 blockers on the floor.
Alright, the Monstrous Nightmare is jamming against Nuck and Futz again. And Nuck and Futz takes the lead. But the Monstrous Nightmare isn't far behind. Both skaters are coming around, getting ready to hit the pack for some points. That was a whip.
I see a whip.
Around
Long live the
inside.
whip.
Yes. Both skaters are hitting that wall. Knuckle Futz makes it around for 4 more points. But
Neck
Moss
and neck.
Oh, we got some quick jammer on jammer action here with Knuckle Futz trying to hip check Nightmare, but looks like both skaters are still on the track.
And that was an even, oh no, it was 12 picked up for the Glamma Rays, 8 for the Toxic Shocks in that last jam. Shout out to our boys of the third turn over here. We got Walk and Leftist helping out the teams.
Yes.
Looking strong, shouting clearly. We appreciate you both.
All right, and Peace Corps takes the lead again for the Glamma Rays. Jork the Dork is still fighting to get through that Glamma Rays wall on her initial as Peace Corps comes around, fighting through to get more points. And it looks like a Glamma Rays blocker has been sent to the box, but Jork the Dork has made it out on her initial, and Peace Corps calls the jam just after grabbing 4 more points for the Rays.
Peace Corps look so calm and cool when calling it off. When I'm jamming, I look like I want to cry.
Oh yeah, like, no, please, call it now, please, I'm begging you.
Please now. Please end this jam.
I'm done, I can't
I
skate
need to
anymore.
be done.
I need an adult. All right, we've got a timeout, an official timeout.
If you like watching us skate, you can come out and you can join us by joining the ARD Academy, formerly known as Reckley. This is a program designed to teach people all the aspects of roller derby, skating, officiating, announcing, and cheerleading. Anyone can join any or all of the program tracks. Skating is not required to learn about officiating, announcing, or cheerleading. Whoop, I think we have moved into an official review.
Fun fact about a few of our skaters on the track right now. Jork the Dork, not Jork the Dork, I'm sorry. Jojo, Joel, Agony Christie, Blaxel Rose, and Traffic Paradise are also members of Terminus Roller Derby. If you haven't gotten enough of Roller Derby tonight, you can also come watch them tomorrow at 3 p.m. playing Yellow Jacket on the Georgia Tech campus.
And if you have a little one who is interested in skating, we do juniors. Atlanta Junior Roller Derby trains every Saturday for 2.5 hours and just started again in August. You can find AJRD on Facebook or Instagram to keep up to date.
And while we're waiting for the game to get back underway, we'd also like to shout out our sponsor, GoGo Charters. Rent a charter bus in Atlanta with ease when you book with GoGo Charters. They offer a network of charter bus rentals in Georgia to see Atlanta's top attractions. Each charter bus comes with a professional bus driver, the ability to fully customize your route, and amenities for comfort and convenience. So you can rest easy knowing your passengers will be well cared for.
Here comes Braun to give us all the important info.
Red used their official review to request a cut call on Green Jammer for the previous jam, asserting that Red 2 had superior position before Green Jammer went out of bounds. It was determined that Red 2 did not have superior position at the moment that Green 2 went out of bounds, so there will be no cut call issued, and Red will lose their official review.
All right, thank you, Braun, for that information. And if you really want to be an expert on roller derby, watch the officials. Learn their hand signals, and then you will truly be in the know as to what's going on the track.
All right, and it does look like the Glamma Rays are catching up to the Toxic Shocks again with only a 7-point difference. Both skaters are working on pushing through those walls right now. We have Attila the Hut jamming against Mac Attack. We've got a scrum going. We've got people getting run back. It's crazy out there.
And Black Rose drops a bridge as the pack gets a little spread out. And Attila the Hutt is able to pick up lead jammer status.
All right, and Mac Attack makes it out on their initial as Attila is trying to score some points for the Rays. That is a powerful front wall by the Sharks. And Attila the Hutt is...
Looks like 2 points were picked up by both teams on their scoring pass in that jam, keeping the score 7 points apart.
All right, the Glamma Rays are still 7 points behind. And the murderous Mrs. May, the Merchant of Menace is standing against Monstrous Nightmare again. A familiar matchup, some familiar walls, and Monstrous Nightmare skirts by on the inside line, securing lead. The Merchant of Menace is not far behind though. And that pack is getting crazy. We have the blockers scuffling, trying to play some more, free up the jammers, and the Glamma Rays snagged 2 points. That jam.
Monstrous Nightmare was able to call off that jam quick enough for the Glamma Rays to pick up 2 points, while the Sharks were unable to grab any on that pass, bringing it to a 5-point differential for these teams. It's a matchup we've seen a few times today. We have Peace Corps out for the Glamma Rays, and we have Fronts out for the Toxic Sharks.
And Peace Corps runs ahead to take the lead. A quick attempt at cap by R2-2 that wasn't quite successful, leaving her at the back of the pack. Meanwhile, Peace Corps is fighting at the front and calls it before nothing butts. Is able to score any points.
Did you feel the wind blow us when they went by with that speed?
Oh yeah.
It's a nice breeze on a hot day. And we have only a 2-point difference at the moment.
That's scary, Pete. Anything can happen. Oh, and it looks like Kenny is back on the track for the Glamma Rays. And takes the lead.
Kimmy quickly picks up lead jammer for the Glamma Rays.
And Kimmy is tearing through that wall, running through on the inside line while Dork the Dork is fighting to get past R2-2 and the Glamma Ray wall, picking up 4 points and putting the Glamma Rays in the lead again.
R2-2 really putting in the business there. Both jammers slowed down for the moment as our blockers do beautiful tripod work with each other.
Kimmy trying to skate back, pick up some speed.
Really nice job by this 3-wall of Sharks at the back of the pack.
She is getting run back again.
Things get a little spread out, and that's when we hear a whistle blow. That is the time that we tend to see someone make their way to the box. Beautiful blocking by both teams, but both jammers have made it out of the pack.
Oh, and it looks like we got some jammer on jammer.
But Kimmy listens to her bench, who says, call it off. Picked up some points, let's take a rest.
I mean, she put in the work. The Grays are in the lead again, so I think she did her job.
We have had a lead change yet again. 144 Glamma Rays, 138 Toxic Sharks.
Looks like we're having some reshuffling with the skaters on the track. Alright, and Monstrous. The Merchant of Menace takes the lead over Peace Corps, who is jamming for the Rays. Still fighting through after a run back.
Oh, it looks like, did we have a star pass to Peace Corps?
And the Merchant of Menace makes it around again for some points. And a near miss as Peace Corps skirts by Black Soul Rose. And that is 4 more points. Good shot.
We got a 2-point game, y'all. This is as close as it can get. Both teams are fighting their hearts out here on the track. And starting off jam number 13, we have Monstrous Nightmare up against Knockin' Butts.
And Monstrous Nightmare takes the lead. All right, and Knockin' Butts has been called on a cut track and is on her way to the box. You know what that means.
Power jam!
A lot can happen in a power jam, especially.
I like to see the offense that's often played in a power jam. Gives the opportunity to go in and assist your jammer.
Oh yeah.
Really full force at times.
Oh yeah. Glamma Rays are pulling up ahead. Some good offense by Eleanor Roosevelt on the outside line, allowing Monstrous Nightmare to pass through like a knife through soft butter.
Nice coordination on that offense on that pass.
However, it looks like there will be no more offense for the Monstrous Nightmare on this pass as her wall is preparing for Knockin' Butts.
Les Spencer really blocking hard, but does unfortunately pick up a penalty. Might have been a stop block for that one.
And Knockin' Butts has made it out on her initial pass. Is coming around to score some points. However, Monstrous Nightmare calls it before she can, bringing the Glamma Rays into a 13-point lead over the Toxic Shocks again.
Jam 13, 13-point lead.
Oh. Looks like we've got a timeout, an official timeout. And while we are taking a little break, this might be our last home game of the season, but it certainly isn't our last game. If you'd like to watch us in the Atlanta area, we've got our travel teams playing a game at the Warehouse next weekend on September 27th. Check out our Instagram to learn more about that. And on October 11th, oh, one moment please.
Red 777 is being issued a cut as jammer at the end of the last jam.
Thank you so much, Braun F. Kennedy.
I know that hand signal. Cut track.
Cut track indeed.
I don't know them all, but I'm learning.
Listen, I definitely know the cut track, because I get them all the time. And that does mean that we will be starting on a power jam for the Toxic Shocks with Mac Attack jamming while Monstrous Nightmare is still in the box and Mac Attack takes a... Oh, it looks like the Mac Attack is not lead. It appears that there was a no initial pass, meaning that Mac did not pass all of the skaters on that jam.
Ooh, but Mac Attack does pick up 4 points for the Toxic Shocks on that first scoring pass. Oh, Monstrous Nightmare makes her way through on the inside.
Yeah, shoots out of the box and immediately takes lead. Oh, and she just knocks Amelia Scarhart over to get 4 more and calls it.
In that instance, the Monstrous Nightmare actually did acquire lead jammer, so they were able to call off the jam.
All right, it looks like both teams will be starting out with blockers in the box. And the Merchant of Menace journey against Peace Corps. The Merchant of Menace takes the lead, but Peace Corps is not far behind.
That'll be a 0-0 jam on that one. Looks as though they decided to just call it quits. Nobody scores any points.
And we are coming down to the last third of this half of the game with just about 10 minutes left on the track. On the clock, I mean.
Attila the Hutt takes the track for the Glamma Rays up against the Merchants of Menace for the Toxic Shocks. Will we see another lead change? Who knows? Anything could happen in these last 10 minutes.
And the Merchant of Menace takes the lead once again. Looks like R2 Death 2 is getting sent to the box. And Attila the Hutt is getting run back.
4 points picked up by Menace on that scoring pass.
The Merchant of Menace is getting run back by Agony Christie, who is still putting up a fight at the front of the wall. And Sarah Bellum and JoJo Joe catch up.
Agony with some beautiful solo blocking there at the end of that jam.
Oh my God, and we are at a 1-point score differential once again. Y'all are
I feel like
crazy.
this is going to come down to the final jam to see who ends up taking the lead.
Oh my God, watching a final jam like that makes me so nervous.
Ooh, it's a little too close for comfort. We're just going to take a moment. We're going to breathe deep. We're going to relax. We're going to see what's going to happen in these final few minutes of this game.
And then we're gonna thank our sponsor, Swoogo, a user-friendly event management platform that delivers outstanding registration, marketing, and event logistics. So you can focus on the most important part of every event, bringing people together. Fun fact, we also use Swoogo here at ARD to make these bets happen.
We would also like to give a shout out to Robert Courtney, who is a dedicated volunteer and supporter of ARD, who just wanted to show his support through sponsorship and to get his beautiful sign.
A couple more plugs for ARD games this season if you can't get enough of all things Atlanta Roller Derby. On October 11th, Dirty South Derby will be up in Portland playing the Roll City Rollers on national TV. And on November 1st, Dirty South Dirty and the Rumblebees will be playing in Charlotte, North Carolina. Follow us on social media to learn more about those games. All right.
Cut track picked up by Jork the Torque on their way out of the pack. That was a close call, so you just never know when it's going to happen.
And that means that Monstrous Nightmare is lead on a power jam for the Glamma Rays.
Nice assistance by Square Ruthless there on the outside of the pack.
Oh, looks like Square Ruthless also took a tumble on the outside line. while Monstrous Nightmare is getting run back on the inside.
Nice rotational work by the Toxic Shocks at the top of the pack. Oh, not to the inside. That was lovely.
All right, and Monstrous Nightmare just picked up 4 points for the Glamma Rays. Skating around to pick up 4 more as Jork the Dork is fighting through, getting held back by Agony Christie, blocking for the Glamma Rays, and has made it through for her initial pass. And Monstrous Nightmare calls that jam before Jork can score any points, bringing the Glamma Rays up to 175 points to the Toxic Shocks 162. All right, we've got a timeout.
Looks like we are going into, I believe, a team timeout.
While we're waiting on that team timeout, we'd like to give one more shout out to our sponsor, AAA and 187 Killer Pads, the exclusive protective gear sponsor of Atlanta's Roller Derby. You can be confident that no matter what spills you take, we're here to help you get right back up.
Don't forget, we'll be having our after party tonight at Trackside Tavern. We hope to see you there. Just a half mile from the venue. If you're under 21, just stop by at the front and grab a wristband.
And if you've got a little bit of breathing time, if you're staying for both games and taking a little bit of a break outside, check out our courtyard vendors. Tonka Tea, J.K. Glenn's Limited Company, Litwilillit, Blue Durango Iced Tea, Attic Elves, Weirdo, Finnerosa Jewelry, a.k.a. Nutrition, and Stitch and Witches. All right, we've got a little bit of a scrum start here with the Monstrous Nightmare jamming against Neck and Futz. And Monstrous Nightmare takes lead again as Neck and Futz gets run back. This is a good night for Nightmare. I keep seeing her get lead. And she calls it before Neck and Futz can get up to those red blockers to score any points.
Looks like we'll be starting out with one player in the box for each team, meaning there will be 3 blockers on the track. Well, 6 blockers, 3 per team.
A jammer is like a blocker.
I always like to think of it as a pack as 5 people, but you're always all working together.
Oh yeah. All right, that is a run back on Peace Corps by Laxel Rose as the Merchant of Menace takes lead. Oh, that is also a quick run up by Peace Corps, not far behind. We've got a fast pack here. Those blockers are scuffling, trying to get the upper hand on each other as those jammers tear through.
They both went flying through that pack, and they're like, let's not call it yet. Let's keep skating. We just enjoy laps. That was a speedy one. 4 points picked up by both teams.
It looks like one of our refs took a spill on the outside. I do not envy outside pack refs whenever we have a fast back. It is rough to keep up and keep an eye out on all of those skate crimes that are happening right now. And it looks like we have about 5 minutes left in this game. Nightmare jamming against Back Attack once more. And Mac Attack takes the lead while Monstrous Nightmare gets run back, and a Glamma Rays blocker is sent to the box. she's out, but Mac Attack is pretty close to snagging a couple more points for her team.
And in an attempt to save her point, R2 Death 2 really went for it there at the end. She was like, not today. You're not getting this point. And 1 point was picked up by the Toxic Shocks.
The Shocks will be starting with a slight advantage this next jam with 2 raised blockers in the box. And one of the teams is called a timeout again. So it's time for another sponsor shout out. One of our sponsors tonight is Headward, a creative agency saving great ideas from boring realities. Headward helps brands figure out who they are and connects them to their audience using a strategic, pain-free process.
Huge thank you to our videographers and phone hogs who make us look so good on camera every game. We really appreciate you being here.
Oh yeah, and if you're in the audience and want to check out some of the excellent work our photographers do, please check out Chris Albright and Ethan Schritt on Instagram. Both do excellent work. Or, look through ARD's mentions. They frequently tag us, we frequently tag them. We certainly couldn't make our promo posters without them. All right, this jam is about to start. We got another familiar mashup. Peace Corps is jamming against Nuck and Futz. We've got a multiplayer called On Someone, and it looks like Amelia scaring for the Toxic Shocks has been sent through the box. Another situation where Peace Corps is close behind a Shocks jammer as Nuck and Futz jumps around Cerebellum to snag that point.
Those are 2 seriously speedy skaters making their way through the packs. They are just getting this group going as fast as can be on the track. And it looks like they are both coming around for another scoring pass.
Oh yeah. Fortunately, it looks like Nuck and Futz has been snagged a little there. Getting a little stuck. Peace Corps is getting run back. These walls are putting up a serious fight. I believe I just heard another penalty called, this time on Cerebellum, as Peace Corps and Black Soul Rose fight up at the front, and Peace Corps makes it around to score 4 more points. Nuck and Futz is still fighting to get through as Peace Corps swerves around again. That is 4 more points. The Glamma Rays are just shy of 200 now. And with an apex jump, they make that 200 mark, pulling almost 30 points ahead of the Toxic Shocks. Peace Corps is coming around again. Can she snag some more points before this jam ends? Yes, she can. Wait, no, yes, she can. Bringing the Glamma Rays to 205 points. 202 points. To 177 points for the Toxic Shocks.
With about 2 minutes remaining in this game, we're going to take just a little moment here for a timeout. It's a chance to build the anticipation for what could be our final jam.
We've got 1 to 2 jams left in this game, and again, it's still anyone's game. We saw the Merchant of Menace rack up 28 points in 1 jam earlier this game, so the Toxic Shocks could still pull ahead. I mean, or the Glamma Rays could also get a crazy lead.
Just a heads up, if you are staying for the second game, you will still have to depart after game 1, after we have our MVPs and some high fives. So just make your way outside, Don't worry, we won't keep you out there for long. We just gotta clean up a little bit and get ready for our home team champs bout.
Heyo. Also, speaking of MVPs, if you have any empty drink cans, please donate your empty cans to our pyramid on my left, your right side of the track. Help build our pyramid. The bigger it is, the more fun it is to watch people crash into it. I promise. I would be so nervous if I was on the track right now, waiting for this last couple of jams.
The game clock has been adjusted to 1 minute and 43 seconds remaining.
Thank you so much, Braun.
They just wanted to up the anticipation a little bit.
All right, Monstrous Nightmare is jamming against the Merchant of Menace. We have two jammers whose names begin with the letter M, fighting through the pack, and Monstrous Nightmare takes the lead again. That was crazy. The Merchant of Menace is still fighting to get through as Monstrous Nightmare comes around. Oh no, go ahead.
Everybody is leaving it all on the track in what could be the final jam of this game as Monstrous Nightmare picks up 4 more points for the Glamma Rays.
R2 Death 2 has been sent to the box as these jammers are running out the clock, skating around, scoring points. The Merchant of Menace is going around. Meanwhile, Monstrous Nightmare is still stuck in that wall. Now both jammers are stuck in the wall, fighting to get through. There are less than 50 seconds left on the period clock. Both jammers are still fighting through. And Monstrous Nightmare makes it through for 4 very hard-earned points. Coming around to score some more. The Merchant of Menace is still stuck on JoJo, Joel, and R2 Death 2, who have pushed her back. And R2 Death 2 knocks the Merchant of Menace out again. And Monstrous Nightmare calls it. The Glamma Rays are still in the lead, bringing us to an unofficial score of 213 to 189.
Last call for cans as our teams think about their MVPs. We can put a couple more cans into that tower over there. Let's build this pyramid back. And with We greatly thank all of you for your many contributions to the ever-growing pyramid. It's looking pretty good. Hang out just one more moment as we pick our MVPs of this last bout.
All right. We're here to give you some MVP announcements for the Toxic Shocks. Your most valuable blocker tonight is Gluten Tog.
Gluten Tog, we love you. We heard this will be your last game with us before you move. You're gonna be so missed by everybody.
Sorry, and your most valuable jammer for the Toxic Shocks is Knuckin' Futz. It looks... Okay. I'll give it to you in a second.
They got one skate on. We gotta be safe here. All right, for the Rays, we have our most valuable blocker is R2 And for the Rays' most valuable jammer, we have Monstrous Nightmare. Let's give a big shout out to our friends as we destroy this pyramid in just a moment. But first, a photo. All right.
Let's go! Great game, y'all.
Thank you, everybody. We hope you had a great time. And we hope to see you in just a little while for our championship bouts.
Go Reapers.